Everyone, it's Thursday, October 19th, 2017, and it's time to go to work on music. It's been a really good day. I'm in a great place and excited for a big session today, productive session. Um, Gonna be a longer session, which I'm very, very happy about. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, I've been a little frustrated with some of my shorter sessions recently, so rather than trying to make up for that today, I'm just going to hit it hard today, as hard as I can. I'm off tomorrow, and then just make some adjustments going forward to make sure that my sessions aren't compromised in any way, so that I can make consistent progress over time. Because that's what's really going to get me where I want to go in the long run. Is not like 1-2 days a week that are really great and then the rest terrible. It's that consistency day in, day out. That's what I'm searching for personally. So, with that said, I'm gonna hit the online class front pretty hard today. Just give myself a chance to rest physically. I've been putting myself, just asking a lot of myself recently physically. And the person who's teaching my online music business class did a webinar 2 days ago or something. And as much as I hate sitting through webinars, if I'm honest, I'm going to watch this one as much as I can stand it, just to see if there's any tidbits that I haven't picked up in the class so far. My guess is it's going to be repetition, 90% repetition of what I already know, but that'll reinforce what I've been learning recently. And also, if there's anything new, I want to know it. I want to be the best I can be in that arena. So, gonna do that. Then gonna hit a super light drum practice. Keep that pretty easy on myself today. And then hit the production front super hard. Just listen back to the bridge vocals I did the other day. My guess is those are pretty good right now. Good enough to just keep for the moment. And then I'm probably going to do a little bit of tracking on the final chorus vocals. I haven't quite decided how the arrangement's going to look there, so that should be interesting. I'll just get in the flow and see what I come up with. And then I'm probably going to take a break and then come back later tonight and work on the guitar solo a little bit more. Honestly, I kind of feel like I'm crazy for doing it because it's already really, really good. And I might not be able to get anything better than what I have, but if I'm going to put this thing out and I'm going to live with it forever, which is going to happen, then I just want to know that each part was as good as it was realistically going to get. So just doing some diligence there, for lack of a better word. Hopefully that's not a waste of time. I'm sure I'll learn something one way or the other. And then if I have any time remaining after that, I'm going to use it on the production front to start getting some drum sounds, which is really exciting. And it's been a long time since I've tracked drums for anything, honestly. So this is really going to be a joy. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll explain as much as I can as we go and or at the end of the video. And let's get right into it. Okay, hitting the pause button on the session here about midway through, and got it on the online class front. Went extra long on that, just going through a couple of modules on Facebook advertising, and man, it's really exciting getting the details of that stuff. It's fascinating for sure, just on a purely intellectual and business information level, but on an artistic level and in terms of what I'm doing right now with music, it's just extremely exciting to think about. Again, I said this a couple videos, but just getting to know the people who are in my audience. Who are these people? Who are the people out there who are already searching for what I'm producing right now, who are already excited about what I'm doing, and they just don't even know that I exist. They have no way of finding me, And basically what I'm going to do is go to this very personal place, their Facebook news feed. I'm going straight to their mind and ears and heart, basically. You can just, it's amazing how you can do that. You don't have to take out a billboard and catch someone when they're on the freeway, just like, what the heck is that, when they're at their worst, maybe. It's like, you can actually just be like, hey, here's a sample of this music, here's a 10-second sample, like, if you like it, click on this link and you can get more of it, and if not, that's fine, it's all good, and let me introduce myself if you're interested in more, and here's more stuff if you want to get more involved. I mean, it's just cool. I think to be honest, I've just demonized that type of thing in my own mind for so long as just like a cheap business tactic, but actually it does make a lot of sense. It's a really cool thing, and I've actually found some services and some products that have been really awesome that I've been really stoked on through Facebook. Just an ad popped up in my feed and I'm like, wow, like, this person did a really good job targeting me. Like, he or she knew exactly what I'm into, and yeah, I'm totally interested in that. Let me click on that, And then of course there's plenty of stuff where I'm like, yeah, that's like kind of cool, but I'm not really that interested, you know what I mean? And that's fine too. I mean, it's a lot better than just seeing some random ads for stuff I don't care about at all. I mean, and it's a little weird. It's a little weird to buy into that and kind of drink some of the Facebook Kool-Aid, for lack of a better expression, and just be like, wow, actually this is like kind of making the world better. Like this is actually a better way to advertise as a business and as a consumer, honestly. So, take from that what you want. I mean, that's just what I'm realizing as I get deeper into it and educating myself, and it's just, I think it's going to be really fun. I knew that part of this process was going to be fun for me. I wasn't finding the right medium, and I think that I've really found it now, and I'm pretty excited, and I'm excited about the service that I'll be providing for these people of culture building and community building, and really researching their interests and just bringing them stuff that's delightful, delightful pictures, ideas, videos, just making their internet and digital experience on their mobile device like even cooler than it already is, and bringing them something maybe that's enlightening and enriching and inspirational and motivational, and just tapping into this conduit that is pretty much the future of information sharing. It's the present of information sharing, honestly. The future is difficult to predict, but it's going to be something similar. And yeah, just tapping into that, but with a positive end, not just like, oh, let me jump on the bandwagon so I can get rich as quick as possible. That's just so not what I'm doing right now, and to be able to use that conduit for something like, wow, let me really bring something valuable to people, and let me really be able to experience other people actually appreciating what I'm doing. I mean, I'm in such a niche genre and style of music that, yeah, I mean, exposing it to a wide variety of people, like maybe 1 out of 100,000 people actually really digs what I'm into. And I don't think I've met or talked to about my music. I don't think I've met even close to 100,000 people in the last few years that I've been doing this. And so, with Facebook, if I'm looking at an audience of 1 million people, 10 of those people are probably going to be really into what I'm doing, or whatever the metric is, So just to be able to scale advertising in a way that's affordable to an individual like me, and accessible to someone like me, is just it's pretty staggering how far technology has come, man. It's so amazing, man. So it's fun to get involved. It's fun to surf that wave that's happening all around me all the time, especially in the Bay Area. It's just, I'm inundated with technology conversations all the time, and it's awesome. I love it. I'm really happy that I'm coming back to it through this means of authentic and creative self-expression. I think it's just a much better conduit into that world than what I was taking before, which frankly, when I was in technology earlier in my life and career, I think my motivations weren't terrible, but they also weren't ideal as far as enjoying the experience. So if you guys are curious about that, I'm happy to talk about that, but I won't go into that at the moment. So yeah, I did that, which is really exciting, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. Spent a while. Then I got on the drums. This just was really nice to change things up, get out of the mental like focus place, or just alter the mental focus place. Such a different space for me, mentally, physically, playing an instrument than it is sitting at a, taking notes in a class or something. Not that that's different in terms of the enrichment. It's just it's nice to switch it up. And that was great. I had a really, really good drum practice, and I'm just really looking forward to being able to do this full time all the time, man. It's just this is really happening, and it's really, really exciting, man. It's unbelievable, dream come true for sure. So then what I did is got it on the production front, listened back to my bridge vocal take. Had some doubts about it, but overall I think it's good. I mean, if I were to re-record it, I think I could improve it. I think I could change it. I could change the sonics of it, I could change the delivery, the timing, etc. Whether that would make it better or not is kind of unclear to me, and that's always a good place to be when you've made something really, really great, and then it's like, okay, is that actually how I want it to be? Because I could change it and do something else that I really, really like, that's good, or I can just leave it as it is and let it be. So I'm just going to let it sit for now. And if later down the line, after I move on to some of the other tracks for the record, or once I get into the mixing phase, I'm like, wow, this really isn't doing what I want it to do, then I can just replace it then. I think that'll be a little bit easier. So I'm kind of starting to pick up my velocity a little bit on the production front, which is really exciting, and it's just really good to keep the momentum going. It really helps the entire process, just checking off boxes, moving things forward, even if it's not done, moving on to something else, coming back later. Again, there's a limit to that, but I would encourage you guys, if you're feeling stuck with anything, to just set it aside. There's a time and a place to beat your head against the wall, and then there's a time and a place to just take a step back and just say, let me focus on something else, do that really well, and come back with a fresh perspective. So that's where I'm at there. So what I'm going to do when I come back is probably warm up my voice and do some tracking. Oh, I also did some editing because the timing of the final chorus parts were really off, and so that was good to get that done. So now I can track some vocals for the final chorus. I'm excited to brainstorm there. And then I'll probably get back into the online class front a little later. I'm not sure how much drum work I'm going to get done today, or guitar work. Those were the less of a priority, but we'll see how I do here. So catch up with you guys in a few. Alright, really good session overall today. Didn't get through quite as much stuff as I had thought I might, but that's not that unusual actually. At the beginning of a long session, it's really hard to tell how long things are going to take and what things are going to come up in the day. But after my break, I did just get back in the zone, listened back to what I had in the track, and just kind of was feeling out how I wanted the end of the song to go. Did a couple edits to make sure that the arrangement, sort of the harmonic bed of what's happening at the end of the song, that had the right number of repetitions, etc. And then just started tracking. Just warmed up my voice and started playing around with some ideas, just kind of getting in the zone. And then did a few takes that weren't quite connecting, and then got one take where the first half was really, really good, and then the second half was lacking a little bit. And so I just took a short break, kind of listened back to some stuff, was using the steam inhaler to make sure I'm not injuring myself basically, and keeping things smooth. And it's been really helping me sing a little bit longer and sing with a better delivery without getting overly fatigued. And then I just hit a couple takes where I'm like, yeah, I'm really close, I'm just gonna do one more. And I got in there and just knocked it out. And there's one part where it might not be totally perfect, but it still has a strong chance of working for the track. So I'll see what happens. I'll listen back to it on Saturday and get some more perspective on it. But overall, I'm pleased with the session. Getting through all the vocals this last week, last couple weeks, was a huge accomplishment. I was able to knock that out much faster than I thought I'd be able to, which I'm really happy about. So now I can get it on the drum front, and if I want to come back and track more vocals later, that's always an option, just like the guitar solo. But now that I'm listening to the guitar solo more, as I do more of these takes near that part, I'm kind of just listening to it to get led up to the part where I'm singing. I'm thinking, maybe it's got some little flavor, a little character, a little something different. I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah, I'll probably leave that for the mix down phase, just so I have a chance to get some big critical distance from the track and start tracking some other stuff. Let my skills improve a little bit. Let some time pass, and then come back when I'm not so like in the zone of the track, having heard it a lot recently. But yeah, that's the whole session. I mean, it would have been great to get some more work done on those other things, but I think that would have been really tiring. So in some ways, I'm happy that I just focused on the most important stuff, kept my priorities straight, and just got a good result. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys are out there grinding toward your goals, enjoying the process. That's what I'm out here doing. And I'll see you guys on Saturday for more. Till then.